Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, Arizona's very own Kev, back again with another video for you guys. And today's video is a discussion video on the Suns and Trailblazers game. Obviously, the game didn't go how we wanted it to go. It did end up being an L for us, sadly. But uh, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about what I've seen and what I think needs to improve so that we don't catch these L's for the rest of the season. So let's dive right in, guys. So the Trailblazers game was literally the following night after the Lakers game, and I don't, like I always say, I don't like making excuses. You know, like I said with the Denver Nuggets game, I don't like making excuses. Let's keep it real. I want to tip my hat to the Trailblazers who ended up winning the game and just in a very difficult fashion for us Suns fans, you know, to watch and whatnot. And yeah, no, they look like they were on a mission. We got the best of the Trailblazers the last few times that we faced them, but they finally got us, guys. They finally got us, and it just goes to show that all the teams are legit. You know, I mean, in the NBA, anybody can beat you, and we're not sneaking up on anybody this season, guys. They know who we are. We're the Suns. You know, we made it to the NBA Finals last season. They know it wasn't a fluke, and yeah, no, we got a big target on our backs now, guys. So the Trailblazers, they did their homework, and they did very well against us. Obviously, you know, they, as much as I hate to say it, they kind of beat us up last game, and yeah, no, like I said, I don't like making excuses, but it was the game. It was a day right after the Lakers game, which I felt like our boys put in probably their strongest effort, and it definitely was their strongest effort this season. And I felt like our boys were kind of still tired, I guess, you know, worn out from the game against the Lakers. That was their playoff caliber game, you know. And I felt like it kind of showed in the in the game against the Trailblazers. Um, it the way I saw the Suns play, they looked like they were fatigued, like they were tired, like they just didn't have the energy. You know, in the first half, it looked like, you know, obviously we were going shot for shot for a while, and it looked like we had a chance to win the game. But the further the game went on, the longer the game went on, the lower those that chance for us to win the game got. You know, um, what I liked in the game, obviously, is, again, it's mostly that first half where we kept ourselves in the game. We were able to keep up with the Trailblazers, and we made a lot of important shots against the Trailblazers to keep us in that game. I felt like we weren't playing terrible in the first half. I do feel like McGee, one of the people that we acquired, I felt like he made some silly mistakes, and I felt like he got a couple. I think he had a couple of fouls where they weren't really necessary. I mean, I can't. I don't want to blame the reffing, because I do feel like the reffing was kind of poor, but there were some calls in there that I felt like could have been avoided if he would have just played a little bit less aggressive or just a little bit smarter, guys. Like, you gotta know that at this point, you know, everybody in the league knows how to, you know, get these silly fouls, you know, on people, and pretty much just bait people into them. So I felt like there was a couple of moments where he got baited into some silly stuff. So I wasn't really a fan of that. I felt like the boys were doing all right. They were making good shots in that first half. So That's good, but I don't know. It really hurt us that we didn't have Campaign. He was injured, so he didn't play that game. And it definitely showed that he's a big part of what we do, you know. I feel like he's one of our secret weapons because the Suns, I feel like they like to play very slow and smart. You know, they like to make the right decisions. They like to set up so that they can get the right shot, and they really think about the plays that they make on their end of the court. You know, whereas everyone else, well, not I won't say everyone else, but I felt like the Trailblazers were really good at playing quick and just that fast break basketball, you know? And I feel like Campaign is kind of like one of our secret weapons because people know that we're not the fastest team when we try to get the ball moving, and we're not the best at fast break basketball, really. And people, you know, they've done their homework on us. You know, they've studied us. They've seen what we can do. But I feel like Campaign is one of our secret weapons when it comes to that because he is really good when it comes to fast break basketball. He is a player that I trust, you know, to make a quick basket when we need it. Obviously, I feel like he could still improve in that department, but he does very well, and he moves the ball very quickly for us. And when he wasn't there on, I believe it was Saturday, it showed. You know, it showed a big flaw. You know, a big hole in our game is when he's not there. We don't really have someone who could, you know, fill his shoes because no one really does what he does. You know, he's his own guy, and no one could really match the speed that he brings to the table. You know, he's a very quick guy. He really knows how to play well in the paint and stuff. It really hurt our team that we didn't have Campaign. The Trailblazers really hurt us with that fast break basketball, and I still want to see the Suns get a little more aggressive when it comes to playing in the paint and getting those rebounds and stuff. I mean, so far I like what I've seen. I feel like they are doing a better job than last season, but there's still times where I feel like they don't make any effort to take the ball away from the opposing team, and they just let the opposing team come into the paint, you know, and score the ball fairly easily, you know. I mean, I know we don't want to get any fouls, any early fouls, or foul any of our players out or whatever, but other teams keep taking advantage of us in that department because they know that our players don't want to challenge those plays and get themselves caught up in foul trouble. So I want to see our boys, at least, you know, at least the bigs, you know, really do a better job at rim protecting. And sometimes you gotta commit the foul, guys. Sometimes you just gotta take it, you know. I mean, if you have no fouls, you know, and it's an important part of the game, where if the other team, you know, makes a shot, you know, it becomes a 2-possession, 3-possession game, you know, or maybe it's late in the game, you know, I'd rather just have them make the smart foul, you know, so that at least it gives us a chance to stay in it or kill off the momentum that the other team's trying to build. The second half of the game was rough, honestly. It got out of hand, you know, that I felt like our boys kind of gave up, like they just ran out of gas. Again, we just had our playoff caliber game against the Lakers, and, you know, don't get me wrong, I really like what I saw against the Lakers, but it just looked like our boys had nothing left in the tank. We had no Campaign. Our backups, I mean, that's the one thing I gotta say. I'm really happy with what I've seen from Shamit, and I'll keep stressing this because even if he doesn't have like an on night, you know, where he's making a ton of points, you could see the effort, the energy, you know. when he's out there trying to defend, even if he isn't the best defensive player of all time or whatever, it doesn't matter. He's putting in an effort. I see it. It translates. He is trying to disrupt the flow of the game for the other team and make them make mistakes, and that's what I like to see. Where I don't like seeing any of our players, not make any effort. I hate when I see them just let someone pretty much walk around them and get to the basket, but Shamit definitely has impressed me so far. I felt like he played very well. I like what I saw. Other than that, our boys, they couldn't stop the bleeding at that point. Like I said, they ran out of gas, and the Trailblazers really had their way with the Suns, got a huge lead and ended up beating us by a ton of points. I don't remember what the final score was. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It was too painful to watch, so I quit watching the game like with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter or whatever. I was done watching. I was like, there's no way we're coming back from this. It's a done game. Unfortunately, I did bet on the Suns. It was a very small bet though. It was only $1, and I think I ended up losing the winnings I got from the Lakers game, because I think I bet $1 on that one too. Maybe it was $2. So I lost some of the winnings from that game at least. And yeah, no, it was definitely a rough game. It was hard to watch, guys. It was painful. But honestly, it just looked like our boys ran out of gas after the big game they had with the Lakers. So I'm hoping it was just timing and just fatigue. But again, I don't want to discredit the Trailblazers. Props to them. I felt like they had they played very well. They were shooting our lights out from three. All their guys were doing a really good job hitting threes on us, and they had a lot of great open looks, probably because our guys were fatigued. But regardless, they definitely took advantage of that, and they definitely did their homework and played very well against us. And yeah, they got the W in the end, so that's all that matters, guys. Hopefully we can bounce back from this game. Now that we're gonna have a couple days of rest. But yeah, I don't really have any other thoughts or anything else for you guys. Hopefully campaign is ready to go in the next game so that we can bounce back. And yeah, no, I want to see our boys really start firing on all cylinders. I want them to click, and I want them to really take advantage of this rest they're getting to maybe, I don't know, just recover really, so that they could have a better game and so that they could just recover and be ready for the next game, because the next game is going to be a tall order, and it's going to be hard for us. So hopefully we could become a 2-2 team, but it's a lot to ask for from our boys right now. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully our boys bounce back and we can get a W here, guys. And yeah, it's gonna be rough, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's still go Suns. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be pulling for our boys, and rooting for them, and I'm definitely gonna watch the game. So yeah, guys, drop a like on this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and drop a comment. So we could go ahead and chat, about anything basketball, talk about our boys or whatever, go ahead and drop a comment, guys. Hit the subscribe button for me, go ahead and shoot a 3 on that subscribe button. You know, drop a 3 on it, and yeah, no, because it'll definitely help this channel grow, guys. Hopefully we could, like I've been saying, you know, get a community going, and hopefully yeah, no, just build a awesome community with a bunch of Arizona sports fans here. And yeah, no, guys, if I see that this channel's growing, I'll keep dropping videos. I know that the production value isn't the best right now, but hopefully we could get some cool new graphics set up and stuff, and yeah, go from there, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next time. Go Suns, baby. You guys already know. See ya.